Did you know these small habits could be making you age faster than you think? It's true. Many daily behaviors that once made us feel safe, comfortable, or efficient are now quietly working against us after the age of 70. The scary part? Hardly anyone talks about it. No one sends you a letter when you hit 70 saying, "Hey, it's time to rethink how you live." And so, unknowingly, we keep doing things the same way until one day we realize we can't move as freely, remember as sharply, or live as independently as we used to. The truth is, aging doesn't come crashing down on us all at once. It sneaks in. It shows up as stiffness when we climb the stairs, as forgotten appointments, as afternoons where fatigue overwhelms us for no apparent reason. It hides in plain sight inside the tiny decisions we make every single day. But here's the empowering news. The very habits that quietly speed up aging are the same ones we can start changing today. And change doesn't have to be overwhelming. In fact, small shifts can create powerful ripples in your strength, your memory, your joy, and your freedom. In this video, we'll dive into 6 unexpected habits you should consider letting go of after 70, not because someone else says you should, but because letting them go could pave the way for a life that's more active, more confident, and more fulfilling than you thought possible at this stage. These aren't vague recommendations or unrealistic ideas. They're patterns that thousands of seniors fall into without even realizing it. And shifting them could help you feel more like yourself again. What if I told you the best way to stay independent after 70 isn't by resting, but by getting stronger? That's just a glimpse of what's ahead. Stick around, because as we move forward, you're going to recognize a few of these patterns in your own life. And more importantly, you'll walk away with simple, practical strategies to shift them, starting today. Before we jump in, if you find yourself nodding along, thinking, "Yes, I want to stay strong, sharp, and independent as I age," then please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and tap the notification bell. Your support truly helps us continue creating thoughtful content dedicated to empowering seniors to thrive. And if you find a moment that resonates deeply with you during this video, don't hesitate to comment below. I'd love to hear your story. Now, let's begin by uncovering the very first hidden habit, and trust me, it might surprise you. It's something many seniors believe keeps them safe, but in reality, slowly steals their strength. Let's dive into habit number 1. Avoiding muscle strengthening activity. 1. Avoiding muscle strengthening activity. What if I told you the best way to stay independent after 70 isn't by resting, but by getting stronger? This might seem surprising at first. After all, when our joints feel stiffer, when lifting a grocery bag feels heavier than it used to, and when balance becomes a little shaky, the natural instinct is to slow down, to avoid pushing ourselves too much. Many seniors believe that resting more will protect them. It feels safer, more comfortable. But the truth is, avoiding muscle-strengthening activities can quietly rob you of your freedom, your vitality, and your ability to live on your own terms. Muscle strength is not just about lifting heavy things or looking fit. It's about survival. It's what helps you rise from a chair without struggle, walk across the room without grabbing onto walls, and catch yourself if you stumble. As we age, a condition called sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, accelerates. Without regular effort to maintain and rebuild muscle, the body naturally becomes weaker, making even simple everyday activities feel exhausting and risky. But here's the empowering news. You don't need to become a bodybuilder or spend hours at the gym. Maintaining strength after 70 is about consistency, not intensity. Light dumbbells, resistance bands, bodyweight exercises like standing from a chair without using your arms, or balancing on one foot next to a kitchen counter. These small movements, practiced daily, make a profound difference. It's not about overwhelming your body. It's about reminding your muscles they still matter. Let me share a real story with you. Gilbert, an 82-year-old man, once believed slowing down was the best way to avoid injury. After a minor fall, he spent most of his days sitting, taking only short, cautious walks. It seemed logical at the time, but over a few years, he noticed an alarming change. Getting out of bed became a chore, climbing stairs became frightening, and standing in the shower felt unsteady. When he finally worked with a physical therapist, he discovered that inactivity had weakened him far more than movement ever could. Gilbert started small, 5 minutes a day of chair stands, lifting soup cans, balancing exercises. Within just 2 months, his legs felt stronger, his confidence returned, and perhaps most importantly, he regained that priceless sense of independence. Strength gave him not just mobility, but dignity. It allowed him to move through his day without fear, without hesitation, without needing to ask for help every step of the way. That's why, If you take away just one lesson today, let it be this: movement is not the enemy. Inactivity is. Every small decision you make to engage your muscles is a decision to stay strong, capable, and independent. If you're finding this message resonates with you, I encourage you to like this video and comment below with strength to let me know you're committed to keeping your body active. Your voice matters, and together, we can inspire each other to stay powerful at every age. Now that we understand how avoiding muscle strengthening quietly steals our freedom, it's time to look at another silent saboteur of vitality after 70, eating the way we did in our 40s. Let's dive into how old eating habits can silently weigh us down, and how simple changes can bring back your energy and health. 2. Eating the way you did in your 40s. If you've been eating the same way you did in your 40s, same portions, same comfort foods, same meal patterns, you might be unknowingly holding your health back today. It feels comforting, doesn't it? Those familiar meals, those hearty plates you grew up with, the rituals that once made you feel strong and nourished. But here's the hard truth. Your body at 70 or 80 is not running on the same engine it had 30 or 40 years ago. As we age, everything changes, not just the lines on our faces or the silver in our hair, but deep inside. Metabolism slows. Digestion becomes more sensitive. The body's ability to process heavy, rich meals decreases. And yet, out of habit, out of comfort, many people over 70 continue to eat as if nothing has changed. What happens then? You might start noticing little things: feeling overly full after meals, sluggishness in the afternoon, unexpected weight gain, or even blood sugar levels creeping higher. These small signs are your body's quiet way of asking for change. But here's the good news: it doesn't mean giving up the joy of eating. It means eating smarter, fueling your body for energy, clarity, and vitality instead of sticking to old routines that no longer serve you. Smaller, more frequent meals packed with nutrients, not just calories, can transform the way you feel daily. Instead of heavy meats and refined carbs, focus on vibrant vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats like olive oil and avocados, and hydrating fruits like berries and melons. Imagine how much lighter, more energized, and mentally sharper you could feel simply by making a few thoughtful changes to your plate. Let me share a story with you. Scarlett, a lively 75-year-old, once prided herself on her generous meals. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner were hearty affairs, just like she had always enjoyed. But as time passed, she noticed bloating after dinner, afternoon crashes, and a growing sense of fatigue that no nap could fix. Her doctor didn't shame her or put her on a strict diet. Instead, he suggested one simple shift: adjust portions slightly, add more greens, and truly listen to her body's hunger and fullness cues. Scarlett's transformation was nothing short of inspiring. Within a month, not only did she shed a few stubborn pounds, but she also slept better, felt more emotionally balanced, and regained an enthusiasm for daily life she hadn't felt in years. She wasn't depriving herself. She was feeding her future. If you recognize yourself in Scarlett's story, I encourage you to take action today. Like this video if you believe your body deserves better fuel, and comment below with the word nourish to declare your commitment to honoring your changing needs. Your journey to a stronger, lighter you starts with a single meal made with intention. Now that we understand how evolving our eating habits is crucial after 70, it's time to uncover another silent threat to our well-being: the slow withdrawal from social connection. Because while food nourishes the body, human connection nourishes the soul. Let's move into the next powerful insight together. 3. Withdrawing from social connection. Have you ever found yourself saying, "It's just easier to stay home"? At first, it might feel harmless, even comforting. After all, home is familiar. It's safe. But quietly, almost without noticing, isolation can start to wrap itself around your life like a slow-moving fog. What many don't realize is that loneliness is more than just an emotion. It's a powerful force that can chip away at your health, your memory, and even your heart. Studies have shown that prolonged isolation can be as damaging as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It weakens your immune system, accelerates cognitive decline, and increases your risk of depression and heart disease. When we withdraw from social connection, we don't just miss out on conversation, we miss out on laughter, on shared understanding, on feeling seen and valued. And over time, this emotional malnourishment starts to affect our physical vitality too. But here's the inspiring truth: it's never too late to reconnect. You don't need to attend loud parties or fill your calendar with endless activities. Sometimes, the smallest moments carry the greatest power: a warm phone call, a friendly walk with a neighbor, a chat after a community event. or even joining an online group that shares your interests. Let me share Sylvia's story. At 80, after losing her husband, Sylvia slowly pulled back from her social life. One gathering skip turned into many, and soon, her days blurred together in a quiet that no longer felt peaceful but hollow. Her daughter, gently worried, encouraged her to try a senior yoga class. Hesitant but willing, Sylvia gave it a shot. What surprised her wasn't just the gentle movements, it was the conversations before class, the laughter afterward, the simple joy of being among others. Day by day, her spark returned. Sylvia's journey is a beautiful reminder. Connection isn't just something nice to have, it's essential nourishment for the soul. If you find yourself relating to Sylvia, take a small but brave step today. Like this video if you believe human connection is vital, and comment below with the word connect to share your commitment to reaching out, even in small ways. Your voice might inspire someone else to take their first step too. Now that we've uncovered the silent danger of social withdrawal, it's time to shine a light on another hidden threat many seniors dismiss too easily, ignoring small health issues. Because sometimes, the smallest symptoms carry the biggest warnings. Let's dive into what your body might be trying to tell you before it's too late. 4. Brushing off minor health issues. Have you ever felt a strange ache, a dizzy spell, or unusual fatigue and just told yourself, it's nothing, just getting older? It's an easy mistake to make. We all want to believe that small discomforts are harmless, that they'll pass. And frankly, after a lifetime of pushing through pain and worry, many older adults are experts at downplaying symptoms. But here's the truth. After 70, your body speaks more loudly through small changes, and brushing them off could mean missing early warnings of serious conditions. That fleeting chest tightness? That sudden swelling in your ankles? That growing forgetfulness that seems just normal for my age? Sometimes, these aren't just random annoyances. They're your body waving a red flag, asking you to pay attention before a problem becomes harder or even impossible to reverse. Let me share Walter's story. Walter, 78, was proud of his resilience. He brushed off every minor symptom, never wanting to waste a doctor's time. But over time, he noticed his vision blurring and a persistent tingling in his feet. Still, he delayed seeking help until his daughter convinced him otherwise. The diagnosis? Early-stage diabetes. Fortunately, because they caught it in time, Walter was able to make simple changes to his diet and lifestyle, dramatically improving his health. But his doctor warned him, if he had waited much longer, the consequences could have been devastating. Walter's story teaches us something powerful. Catching issues early gives you choices. Ignoring them steals them away. Being proactive with your health isn't about being paranoid. It's about respecting the body that's carried you through decades of life. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, don't brush it aside. Ask questions. Seek answers. Advocate for yourself. And if you ever feel that a healthcare professional isn't taking your concerns seriously, don't be afraid to find someone who will. You have earned the right to be heard, and your health is worth fighting for. If this message speaks to you, take a bold step. Like this video and comment, listen below, as a commitment to listening to your body from this day forward. You deserve to feel empowered, informed, and cared for. Now that we've uncovered how dangerous it can be to ignore your body's whispers, let's move on to another quiet but impactful habit, depending too much on memory instead of setting up smart systems. Because even the strongest minds can use a little help, and the smartest seniors know exactly how to make life easier, not harder. 5. Depending on memory instead of writing things down. We just talked about how important it is to listen carefully to your body, but there's another quiet habit that can slowly chip away at your independence, relying solely on your memory. At one time, you probably prided yourself on keeping everything in your head. Birthdays, appointments, medications, you handled it all without blinking. But as we age, even the sharpest minds need a little help. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom. Have you ever had that uneasy feeling, standing in the kitchen wondering whether you already took your morning medication? Or missing a doctor's appointment because it slipped your mind for just a moment? At 70, 75, or 80, these small lapses aren't just frustrating. They can have real consequences for your health and daily life. And yet, so many seniors cling to the idea that writing it down means I'm losing it. Let me tell you, it's exactly the opposite. Choosing to use reminders, notes, and systems shows incredible strength. It's a decision to support your brain so you can keep living fully, actively, and independently. Let me share a quick story. Bill, 73, was once the memory guy in his family. Never needed a calendar, never forgot a single important date. But over time, small mistakes started creeping in. He missed a specialist appointment. Then he doubled his blood pressure medication one morning, unsure if he had taken it already. At first, he was embarrassed, even ashamed. But eventually, Bill realized that clinging to pride wasn't worth risking his health. He started keeping a simple notebook on the kitchen counter, setting gentle alarms on his phone, and using a pill organizer. The result? Peace of mind. Bill said it felt like lifting a heavy invisible weight off his shoulders. You see, writing things down doesn't mean your memory is failing. It means you're giving your brain the freedom to focus on what truly matters. It's an act of self-respect, not defeat. If you agree that smart habits create strong lives, I invite you to like this video and comment "Organize" below. Your commitment could inspire others to embrace tools that make life easier and safer. Now, as we've learned how organizing small details can dramatically improve daily living, it's time to tackle another invisible habit, one that quietly robs seniors of their strength and confidence, turning away from technology altogether. Let's explore how simple tech skills can open doors to more freedom, safety, and connection than you ever imagined. 6. Avoiding technology entirely. As we've explored how organizing small tasks can lighten your mental load, there's another habit quietly draining independence from many seniors: the decision to avoid technology altogether. It's understandable technology can feel overwhelming, confusing, even unnecessary at times. Maybe you've thought, "I'm too old to learn all that," or "I've lived fine without it this long, why start now?" These thoughts offer temporary comfort, but, in truth, they build walls that slowly separate you from freedom, safety, and connection. What if I told you that embracing even a little bit of technology could mean reclaiming a stronger, more independent life? Technology today isn't about mastering the latest gadgets or joining every new app. It's about giving yourself powerful tools, setting simple reminders, checking appointment schedules, managing medications, reaching out to family with a tap, or even accessing emergency help in seconds. Imagine being able to schedule your doctor visits without waiting on hold for hours, or getting medication reminders without stressing about forgetting. It's not about becoming a tech expert. It's about making life easier, safer, and more connected on your terms. Let me share Louise's story. At 79, Louise felt increasingly dependent on her daughter to handle everyday tasks like checking her medical appointments, refilling prescriptions, and finding information she needed. She felt a growing sense of burden, even if no one said it aloud. One afternoon, her grandson sat patiently with her and showed her how to use the simple calendar app on her phone and how to set daily reminders. At first, Louise struggled. Buttons felt strange, steps were confusing, but she didn't give up. Slowly, the fog lifted. A few weeks later, she found herself handling her own appointments, refilling her prescriptions online, and even video calling her sister across the country. The pride and freedom she felt were priceless. Louise's journey proves an essential truth. Adapting isn't about losing who you are. It's about gaining more control over your life. It's about refusing to let fear shrink your world. It's about choosing empowerment over helplessness, one small skill at a time. If you find yourself hesitating about technology, I encourage you, take one small step. Like this video if you believe learning never stops, and comment "Empower" below if you're ready to open new doors for yourself. Your courage could inspire someone else to rediscover their independence too. Now, as we step back and look at these hidden habits together, it's time to gather all the lessons we've explored and reflect on one powerful truth. Aging doesn't mean stepping aside from life. It means stepping into a new chapter with more wisdom, more strength, and more purpose than ever before. Let's bring it all together. As we come to the end of this journey together, I want you to take a deep breath and remember something powerful. Lasting change doesn't begin with grand gestures. It begins with small decisions made quietly, consistently, and courageously every day. Each of the hidden habits we've uncovered today, avoiding muscle strengthening, eating like we're still in our 40s, withdrawing from social life, ignoring health warnings, relying only on memory, and resisting technology, might seem harmless at first. But left unchecked, they slowly chip away at the strength, independence, and vitality that define a fulfilling life after 70. Yet, here's the hopeful truth. Every small step you take to break these habits is a declaration that you are not done growing, not done thriving, not done living fully. Whether it's standing up from your chair a few extra times each day, swapping one heavy meal for a lighter, fresher plate, reaching out to an old friend for a phone call, booking that overdue doctor's appointment, writing down your to-dos, or learning to set reminders on your phone, you are actively choosing a better future for yourself. And the magic is this: small actions compound. One healthy meal leads to more energy. One short walk builds into stronger legs. One conversation rekindles a spark of joy. One reminder prevents a forgotten medication. Over time, these tiny victories weave together into a stronger, brighter, more independent life. Aging gracefully isn't about avoiding change. It's about embracing it. It's about honoring the incredible journey your body and mind have carried you through and choosing, day after day, to nurture them with the care they deserve. You have the power to steer your own story, no matter your age. And the decisions you make today, the small ones, the easy-to-overlook ones, are the foundation of a stronger tomorrow. If this video resonated with you, if even one idea here sparked a thought or stirred a hope, I invite you to take a moment to like this video. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and tap the notification bell so you'll always be connected with new content designed to uplift and empower you. And most importantly, I would love to hear from you. In the comments below, share one small change you are inspired to make after watching this video. Your story isn't just valuable to you, it can inspire someone else to begin their own journey of renewal and growth. Remember, it's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about choosing one small thing today that makes your life tomorrow a little healthier, a little stronger, a little brighter. Your best days aren't behind you, they are still unfolding, one powerful choice at a time. Thank you for being here. Thank you for believing in yourself. And thank you for being part of this amazing journey toward a bigger, fuller, more vibrant life. I can't wait to see the incredible chapters you'll write next.